Hi everyone, and welcome to a Vlogmas Day 4. I am still behind, so this is recorded on like December 9th, 10th. Anyways, we're gonna ignore that fact, and I'm going to do a tour of my bedroom today. It'll probably be long, so I'm just gonna get started. Before I get started, Lily and I had to move out of our old place, I think in like June of this year, so we've been here about 6 months. We're hoping not to have to move again for a while, but we will see. So another new room tour. You guys have gotten a lot of these over the years. Okay, so this is my door. Fun fact, I had to buy this door. You heard that right. My bedroom didn't come with a door. Technically, it came with this, like, really weird, like, sliding door. I don't even know if we have a picture of it. If we do, I'll try to insert it, but probably not. So I had to buy this door, and the door size was not right. Like, the width of the door was just too big, but I got the smallest width size of door, and so I had to spend, like, an entire day shaving it down. I bought one of those, like, handheld, not shave it down, handheld, like, sanders, and I just sanded it for like a day and a half until it fit, but thankfully it did, and now I have a door. I probably would have kept the sliding door if I didn't have Minnie, but that door was not keeping Minnie back, so we needed to get something a little bit more strong. So anyways, yes, this is my door. It has a bunch of coats. It collects coats until they're falling off, and then I put them back in the closet. Yes, I'm that type of roommate. So from the door, you will see my room. It's actually a like second living room. It's also not fully clean, but yeah, so it's a second like living room. We turned it into a bedroom. There's 3 bedrooms in the house, but there's 4 roommates. So obviously one of us had this. This is the only room that's downstairs. And because I have the noisiest animal, i.e. Minnie, it just made more sense for me to be down here because she makes a lot of noise when she runs around, and we do have neighbors on the like this floor, but the other half of the house, all of the rooms are above their unit, and it would just make way too much noise to have Minnie there. So I get this one. I don't mind it. I actually love it. You'll see why as you watch this video. So yeah, let's start at the entrance again. Obviously, we have the best accessory in my room, the cat. Do we disturb her? I think we do. I think she sounds like a Pokemon. Okay, we'll start on like the bedroom side of my unit. So I have this little owl mirror thing that I've had forever. I have some wall art. These are both made by my mom. And then this is, I don't remember the artist, but I think Ara would. I have a few bookcases, and then I have my bed. Oh my god, you guys got my weird ass fingers. So sorry about that. Do I restart? No, I don't really care. Then we have my bed. It's clearly not made. I also just got this bedding. It's a duvet and duvet cover. I used to just have a comforter. Not sure if I like the decision that I made to get a duvet and duvet cover. It's a lot of work to get that thing on. But it's a king-size blanket, and I hope that that's a little bit better than my queen. I have a queen-size bed, but I have a dog who likes to steal the sheets. So, yeah. Above my bed, I have some of the paintings that my grandfather did. Here, let's jump onto the bed and give you guys a better view. Ooh, I know. So pretty. Then I have my makeshift side table. So let me get off the bed. Which is actually my dog's kennel. Does she ever actually go in there? No, she doesn't. But it's there. That is my cat's bed. Yeah, and then obviously some windows. I've got this corkboard. It's changed many times throughout my moves and since beginning vlogging, but you can see some important people and letters that I've received. Got some paintings, or not paintings, but pictures. Then I've got my dresser. Close that. Whatever this is up top here, you know. Yep. Now, we're going to do the fun part. All of my closets. We're actually going to start here, and I'm I'm gonna start. We're gonna start with this one. So obviously, this is actually a cork board. It's painted white, but it's the only one of my closets that have like cork on the front of it. But it made putting in hooks and stuff a lot easier. But I'm gonna open this gently because if I open it fast, all my earrings are gonna fall off. This is basically, I use it for out of season clothing mostly, but you can obviously see from this shelf, like these are scarves and stuff. I always forget that they're here. I should probably move them, but yeah. So this is this closet. We're gonna gently put this away. And this closet is, well, my actual closet. Voila. So again, like I have some out of season clothing up here. I mean, I guess that's like a prom dress, so not really out of season, but yeah, stuff I'm not gonna wear. And then I do have all of my clothes plus my hamper. And then this is my kneeling chair if I want to use that instead of my regular desk chair. This closet is mostly like school supplies. So I have some school supplies here and here. Then this just becomes kind of like a random shelf of like trinkets that I don't, this is a bin of trinkets that I don't put up in my room anywhere. And then my suitcase of suitcases and bags. And then up here are a bunch of gifts. Don't worry. None of the gifts are for the people that actually watch my channel. Now this one is my crafty closet. So I've got all of my yarn that I haven't touched in many years. I've got some fabric that I've touched even longer ago. A bunch of crochet kits that I do want to finally finish next year. And then I've got just some like, I've got my printer obviously. Back there are a bunch of like sticker pads that I use for my agendas and planners and stuff. And then just like coloring books and paper pads and stuff like that. Up here, like random art kits that I'd like to do one day. And yeah, closing that up. And then finally in this closet, we're gonna go back and do my desk, but in here is just like our tool closet essentially. Out of Lily and I'm the only person that really touches our tools, so it just kind of makes sense for it to hang out in my room. I also had the closet space for it. Now, I also have a bunch of storage up here. The only one I use is that one, and I use it for Halloween decorations and I think like non-holiday decorations that we can just put up like summer or spring or whatever. It's open right now because we're kind of putting away some of our Halloween stuff as I put up the Christmas stuff. So, onto my desk area, and I guess I'll just quickly go over here first. So this is like a drawer of drawers, I guess. Calyx system. These are meds. I just have like random stuff in some of them. I don't even know what. Like a lock? I don't know. I just have so many drawers. And then this one is PJs. So pajamas. Yeah. To the desk. I have my 2 monitors that my dad and stepmom got me for Christmas last year. Thank you guys. And then just kind of like my desk setup, I guess. I don't know how much you guys want in detail. I haven't done this in a while. I have my lovely chair. Yep. You can tell I'm a little out of practice, can't you? This is my little art supply, or my, not art supplies, but office supplies, so I can roll it around. Sometimes I do just work on one of a TV table over there, so I can just roll this around. It's super helpful. And then on kind of this wall, I have a bunch of these bags. So there used to be one right there, but it fell off the wall and I haven't put it back. But that one and the one that fell off are actually my aunt's that I was given. And then this one is a mini bag from my grandmother. And then I bought these like 10 years ago. They were kind of just hiding in like that shelf essentially. So I was like, why not display them? I have wall space. And then over here I have my singular Mickey ears from when I went to Disneyland many years ago. And then a cowboy hat that I got at a rodeo this summer with my best friend Desiree. And then just some random art thing. That's my mom got me for Christmas a few years ago. She works in a retirement home and one of her residents made that. It's lovely because I love Toronto Blue Jays. So now we're in to the living room section, and you can see my favorite accessory all over again. I don't even know where to start because there's so much in this room. I don't even know how I've acquired this much stuff in my lifetime. I think we'll just start over here. So first of all, this couch was actually left here from the previous tenants. They just didn't take it out. And yeah, so we just acquired it, and it's kind of okay because Minnie's been digging holes in it, so I'm kind of glad we didn't have to buy it. Don't worry, we're trying to teach her not to do that. But yes, this is kind of like my display shelves. So I have some Lego that I've collected over the last like year and a half. I mean, some of them, like these two, are definitely 2 or 3 years old, but quite a few of these I've gotten recently. Actually, Kira, you gave me those. Thank you, Kira. Anyways, yeah, so this is my Lego collection. I have sticky notes because I know exactly what other Lego sets that I want and where I'd put them. So I have 3 more on my list that I will eventually get. Obviously, my display McDonald's Diet Coke. But yeah, and then, so these are display boxes that I've actually made really recently. We're going to start, like, I went to Costa Rica when I was in high school. Then there's Disneyland, Seattle, Disney World. I've made one for UVic, my current university. When I worked at Galactic, I've made a little memory box of that. And then my graduation right there. Over here, I call this my, like, maker corner. I have just a bunch of like craft supplies. Mostly it's my 3D printer. So this is like a 3D printer with a like heat box around it. But yeah, I have, you know, my filament. I have a bunch of like tools for the 3D printer, but I also obviously have just a bunch of like craft supplies over here for crafts that I'm like currently trying to do and have not succeeded in finishing. This is my little reading nook. So I got this nice green chair off of Facebook Marketplace a couple months ago, and I love it. It's so comfy. And then I just have a bunch, you know, like my bookshelf with a bunch of little trinkets on it. Yeah, nothing too special, I think. And then over here, these are scarves that I got going to a engineering student leadership conference. So one of them's from, this one is the University of PEI, and then this one is University of New Brunswick. I think it's pretty cool. I've got Minnie's toys over there, and I'm trying to teach her how to use buttons. She's learning it pretty well. We have food over there. You can barely see it. And then obviously I have my TV stand. So I've got my TV. These are mostly like related to electronics besides this drawer, which are what are candles. And then we've got, oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was all tech, but I have changed it. It's got the cat drawer. I think this is the dog drawer. Yep, dog treat drawer. We're gonna shove that back in there. Those are all dog things. Not really gonna show you those. This is where the Xbox goes when I have the Xbox in here, but it is upstairs right now. And then I just think, yeah, these are my 2 tech drawers. I've got my Switch over here, and then of course more artwork by my grandfather. I've got my giant mirror, which was definitely in the last tour, and then I am making my like wall of postcards, and I will eventually get done. But yeah, I think that's the tour of my room. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I've got this, Ara, don't worry. I'm relearning how to do it. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.